Hello, I'm Farviza Aina, and this is my partner Michelle. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of online media literacy. Being online now more frequent will require us to be more literally in online media. Hence, the importance of online media literacy is very crucial.
So the second importance of online media literacy is it encourages critical thinking. So it actually it's the ability to discern each information that we consume. So whether it makes sense or actually what the idea of the information that we consume is. It also enables us to formulate our own ideas, and we can also cite those ideas as example in when we tell our own opinion. So the example for this point would be educators actually play a vital role to actually teach their students about the online media literacy because teaching the students to actually think critically and differentiate whatever they read so that the news that they read, it should be actually trustworthy and they should know how to actually differentiate it from the fake news.
The COVID-19 have brought us to a glimpse of the future world where everything now becomes digital, and that includes interaction, which it encourages us to share other sources of media responsibly. For example, we can know the impact of each information, responsible for any information we choose to convey or pass on to other. For instance, we can only share facts and not making fun about COVID-19 as it is a serious matter now, as we can look into most of the media like TikTok, other social website, they usually make fun of COVID-19 and that's just not healthy. The second point is practicing healthy consumption of online media during the pandemic.
So, as you all know, online media literacy is super important. And the next importance will be it actually informs the readers on how the media actually affect our culture. Believe it or not, how the online media portray their information actually affect our own because the media promotes our culture and belief in a certain way. And the online sources actually reflects and shape our views on certain things of the society. And during this COVID-19 pandemic, actually, racism has actually gotten worse. People of the Chinese community was put to blame, especially the ones in China and also other parts of the country, like the Chinese American and other people who are from the Chinese race. They are actually like blamed and they are said to be the cause of the whole pandemic, and racism towards Chinese community has caused like bullying and also discrimination to actually rise and to even other minority races as well.
Ever since the COVID-19 crisis began, most of the industries are losing its track on how to maintain a good company building despite of finance dropout. But the online media literally teaches us and help us to determine and identify communication and marketing ploys, such as business techniques and tactics are used to appeal humans' emotion. Selling their product to gain profit is their main priority. Advertising and marketing methods are used to gain audience attention. For example, sales of face masks and hand sanitizer boosts up during the pandemic. Secondly, irresponsible parties have used these tactics to appeal to the society. And lastly, scams on face masks and hand sanitizer sales increase. Next.
So the second last point will be online media literacy actually teaches us to not be swayed by any persuasion techniques. It tells us all sides of the story. As we are literate about the online media, we read all sides of a matter on an issue. So this actually keeps us neutral, and we will stay aware of all the text or all the images online that we see, so that we are not deceived by the online media. And it actually gives us the impact of like being staying neutral and staying aware is that it gives us a bigger view of the issue at hand. So we are not only siding one side or the other. Yeah. for this during this pandemic, as all of you would have seen in the online media, fake news are increasing drastically. So shares of unverified posts and WhatsApp messages has been going viral, and it has actually caused the vulnerable society to be at risk, and they are victimized because of it.
In the era of digital, we citizens are very weak in participating in things such as gathering and stuff, but the online literate media, it encourages us to actively participate in public affairs as a citizen. For such, we get to know what is happening in the current affair through online media. Secondly, having a voice in online media by actively engaging in public conversations. Thirdly, if active participation is done correctly, we can send out a voice and start a movement through the social media so that we can make an impact in any affairs, also can make a good change for our society. For instance, we can stand up against racism that happened because of the current pandemic. Secondly, racism against all minority has been taken seriously and people all across the world participate to stop racism. Lastly, silent protest was done by society while practicing SOP during the pandemic.
So we have actually come to the end of this sharing. In conclusion, in both our opinion, me and Aina, we actually feel online media literacy is really important because at the same time it gives us information, but it also teaches us to create our own content in the right. Because as we all know, anything we post or create is actually a form of content and a form of media indirectly. So the form of content that we release out or we share, it's actually consumed by the society. So now that the pandemic is happening, we depend a lot on the online media rather than face to face, as face to face socializing is limited. And this actually put us to a responsible stand that we have to beware and every info that we see or share, no matter wherever we are. So online media literacy can not only make us a better, well-informed individual, but also enable us to actually change for the better world. Thank you all from me and
Thank
Aina.
you.